In this video, I will talk about sound absorbers in walls, lightweight inner walls. So, if we take a look at this illustration here, this is pretty nice one. We got 4 walls of identical thickness. It's 135 thickness on all of them. And it's gypsum on both sides. It's, what's it called? 2 separate framing structures. The only thing that we vary here between the 4 cases is that there's no mineral wool at all. There's a little bit of wool, a bit more, and then it's full of mineral wool. So it's only the sound absorber inside the wall that we vary. So take a look at the sound reduction index over here. A higher value is better because this is how much is the sound reduced from this side to the wall to the other side of the wall. So that's why you want to have as high reduction as possible. So look at this first one. No sound absorber in the wall, and we get 41 decibels of sound reduction. Now we add just a little one, a 30 millimeter, a thin little absorber in there. So we go from nothing to something. 49. That is a massive improvement. 8 dB better. It's a lot. It's you usually talk about up to 10 dB ish, perhaps less also, but somewhere in that vicinity, 8 to 10 dB. That will be perceived like a doubling or halving of the perceived sound pressure level. How loud does it sound? So it's like twice as good if you put this little 30 millimeter absorber inside the wall. A little goes a long way. And then we add a 70 millimeter mineral wool instead. We get 50. So, as you can see here, you get less bang for your buck the more absorber that you put inside the wall. And this is, by the way, it's just the same with ceilings and floor structures as well, because they're also a double construction like this, if you're working with lightweight, that is. And then if we do the final one here, we can get it up to 54 by filling the whole cavity full of mineral wool, full with sound absorbing material. So you can see the first one is 41, and we can bring it as high as 54. That is a massive improvement if you can increase it by 10, 12, 13 dB better here. But the big jump comes here in the first step. This is pretty reminiscent of most things in life. It doesn't require much to get a big improvement when you're just starting out. But the further you go in a given domain, the more every step will cost you. If you want to, let's say you want to learn how to play the guitar or something, when you're first going to learn your first chords and stuff like that, you're going to pretty quickly, maybe in a week or 2 weeks, you can get something out of that guitar. So you go from nothing to something. That's pretty fast. But then as you keep improving and getting better and better and better and better, and if you take some like Stevie Y or Tommy Monell, some of the world's best guitar players, can you just imagine how much practice hours these guys have to put in to just get 1% better? I mean, when you go to the better you go, the more it will cost you. And it's the same here. You get less and less return for your money the more absorber that you put in there. With that said, this does not mean that you should always put a little mineral wool in there, because sometimes you will need to improve a given wall as much as possible within this given footprint. It's got a fixed thickness. You cannot make it thicker. That would be another way to improve the sound insulation. So if you're in doubt, go ahead and fill it. You should not overfill it, because then it will start to go down again. That is not a good idea. So you should have it full, but not overfilled. That's not wise. So yeah, I think, of course, you need to look from case to case. How much wool do we need in this wall or this floor or this ceiling? And do an optimization for each given project and each given purpose of each given wall and construction. But the basic principle is what's important here. If you go from nothing to something, you will get a massive improvement. And that's what you need to remember. And in today's video, I'm wearing a dark shirt, and this is a bit tricky. This is difficult to wear a shirt like this. It's got some gray, brown, dark blue color. So it's a pretty cool shirt, and it's got amazing buttons, if I recall correctly, with some really cool various color schemes. So it's a bit hard to capture it on camera, but yeah, they're glimmering in various colors here. But the thing is, when I chose this outfit, I thought it's difficult to get proper contrast, because if you got a dark shirt, you need to find a brighter jacket to match. If I take a dark shirt and a dark jacket, I don't fancy that look, because it's not enough contrast. I'm wearing brighter colored pants here, beige, and I pick up this beige color in the pocket square. Damn you, microphone. Let's do it like this, and perhaps we can have it on the side. You see, here's the same color. So it's beige, it's dark brown, and then this little splash of orange here, which is fantastic color to go with the green especially, and it just ties the whole outfit together. But I learned something interesting from my wife today, that I thought, yeah, pretty nice contrast, even with a dark shirt. But you know what? You can do like this if you want to check it out, what it's like. Let's look at it in black and white and see what happens. And as you can see, it's really not as much contrast as I first imagined. So if you want to check the contrast, just throw on a black and white filter, and you will see the image in a completely different way. As you can see, the pants are still very, very contrasting to the rest, but this one is not as much as I thought. However, I think I can get away with it. But I'm not convinced that anyone could, because now we're down to the details with skin color, hair color, and all that stuff, and even your body type will start to have an effect on whether this works or not. I liked it anyway. I thought it was a fresh combination that I've never ever tried before. The jacket is part of a very nice summer suit with when you have this one on you in warm climates, it's like the wind goes right through it, which is really appropriate in summer and warmer climates. Have a nice weekend. See you later.